All right, 747. We're talking about the Trump transition right now. He insists, by the way, the transition process is going smoothly. Some of the process of the media is saying not. He's saying absolutely, I'm in charge. It's going.
Right,
Also,
so this is the tweet he sent out. The failing New York Times story is so totally wrong. On transition, it is going so smoothly. There. To the
At
point.
Trump Tower, cabinet contenders continue to come and go. Key jobs on the line. Secretary of State, Treasury, Attorney General, all of that. So this is what we have here right now. John Thomas, who basically has been glued to that chair here, GOP strategist, and Leo Terrell, our old buddy, civil rights attorney, your friendly civil rights attorney, to discuss the drama surrounding Trump's transition. Now, is there drama or are we making it drama? Which is it?
Well, let me tell you, I think there's tremendous drama for a variety of reasons. First of all, Trump doesn't understand conflict of interest. He has to divest himself of all his holdings. Secondly, he needs to understand the anti-nepotism law because he wants his son-in-law to be an insider. He cannot be an insider. More importantly, he's ousted Chris Christie. The issue is he hasn't spoken to the Pentagon yet, the State Department. Trump has not realized that there's a lot going on. Finally, you got Steve Bannon. And I encourage every Good Day LA viewer to go to the Breitbart News and read what this guy has done. Anti-Semitic, anti-Hispanic. It's horrible. Steve Bannon is a problem for the Trump administration.
Wow, you hit up a number of things,
Yes.
but since we have Steve Bannon's picture up, let's talk about Steve Bannon, John.
Sure. I think Steve Bannon was a smart choice for Trump, and here's why. Trump understands that he is going to be at a full-scale war over the next 4 years with the mainstream media in a fight for the narrative. He knew what it was like getting to this point, and he understands that it's not just about getting his legislative agenda done. If he wants to do that, he needs public opinion on his side. And as we can see, the media freaks out when Trump even wants to go get a steak with his family. Never mind.
Wait a minute, though. To be fair, it's not that the media freaked out because he went out to dinner. It was that the media wasn't told, which is out of the norm.
Which Barack Obama did when he was president-elect and president, but there wasn't this outrage. It's that you've got to admit, they don't like Trump, and they're not giving him a fair shake, and Steve Bannon is going to push back.
Can I just say this, John, you're a GOP strategist. A lot of Republicans are concerned about Steve Bannon. Now, you are fully aware of the articles that have been written on Steve Bannon's website. So to say that Steve Bannon is good for Trump is really a little disingenuous because of the comments that has appeared on that newspaper.
Let me jump in about comments.
One
of the most famous comments was an article about Bill Kristol, not Billy, but Bill, the conservative, saying Bill Kristol, renegade Jew. And, that article was written by David Horowitz. Need I tell you the name David Horowitz leads to what his religious affiliations? He's a very outspoken, fiery conservative. It was written by a Jewish guy, about a Jewish guy, not by Steve Bannon. It's being attributed to him.
Well, because Steve Bannon ran and was the CEO of Breitbart News. He ran that organization, and he sanctioned and condoned any activity from that news article.
I think the question the American public has to ask themselves is Bannon really controlling Trump and his ideas? Trump is a pretty powerful guy. I don't think anyone is going to accuse Trump of being manipulated. What he did was no different than bringing in a high-powered attorney to get a job done.
Would you, if you were consulting him?
Be honest.
Have advised that?
If to get to this point, to win the presidency, Steve Bannon was instrumental in that process, and I trusted him, I would have kept him.
He's appointed Steve Bannon as a senior counsel. He's going to be a chief strategist.
It's no different than David Axelrod or Karl Rove. It's just they understand that every decision of public opinion needs to be included.
Okay, because of the division this has caused, what's the chances of him backtracking? Is there
Here's a guy who doesn't apologize. Trump doesn't apologize.
No, Trump won't
He's the commander-in-chief.
Usually doubles down at
that. It is what it is. Let's just leave it there for now because of time. Move on to the son-in-law, which, Leo, you mentioned. How would anti-nepotism laws affect him and this presidency?
I mean, I don't really see that big of an issue with it. As long as he clears all background checks, if he wants to be instrumental as an advisor, I just don't see any problem with it.
There is a reason why we have anti-nepotism law. You know why? It's to pick people based on merit, not based on bloodline, not based on some type of association. And this man will have access to confidential information. And this is its problem. The anti-nepotism law was put in there to keep family members from having any type of influence.
Let me stop you here for a moment. Okay, we understand that law. Should Franklin Roosevelt never have talked to Eleanor Roosevelt? Should Bill Clinton never have talked to Hillary Clinton?
Well, Steve, you draw the distinction of
A
a
spouse?
who does not have an appointed position.
But-
We're talking about a
It's the
person.
They
same.
sleep with the
Oh, it's not-
president, you know.
Oh, it's not the same. It is you appoint, select. You pick your wife through a different method, and that's not what the act is for.
Okay, it's a more formal.
Yeah,
I
totally.
see where you're going.
Please,
okay.
yes.
Let's talk about Ted Cruz. He was.
Sure.
Oh, I guess we can't talk about Ted Cruz. Unfortunately, we're
Yeah.
being wrapped.
All right, we'll come back. We'll
okay,
do it.
well, you'll be
It's just
back, don't
politics by
worry.
strange
Yeah.
fellow. No two people hated each other more than Ted Cruz
But
and
let's be
Donald
clear,
Trump.
Trump loves the conversation about transition. This
Yes,
is like
yes.
the series final of The Apprentice.
Yeah, no kidding.